Here in the north, the Yaller horn is about to sound and send two teams to battle here at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Today, we're ready for an entertaining battle between the New York Jets and the Minnesota Vikings. Nick Folk ready to do the honors. And off we go from Minneapolis. Ty Chandler to return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10. The first carry now for the rookie out of Virginia Tech. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Will McDonald there on the tackle.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
Right there.
Here's McCarthy to throw. Completed over the middle. Rolling into enemy territory. A lot of mess on the move here. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings take a 6-0 lead right away. Man, this offensive season has barely begun, and they are already, Brock, celebrating in that end zone. I mean, still basically a full 17 games to go. But so far, so good.
Yeah, pay off all of that off-season work. The OTAs, the mini camps, get into preseason, training camp, all of it. And you can't do it much better than that.
Aubrey good on the point after. And the Vikings take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1-for-1. Now to kick this one away. Jaquan Jackson on the return. And he gets crushed by a big hit. Oh, man. Right at the 25 to end it.
Okay, ready?
New York to the line. First and 10. Play action now. Young. Completed left side to Smith. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on first down. Call it 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know. And you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Come on, ready?
They give on second to Hall. Good defensive effort here drives them back across midfield onto their own side. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Vikings sending out nickel coverage here on third down.
Set.
Shotgun snap now to Young. Connects with his back. Hall. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's a pickup of 26. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Put the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield. Turn a good play into a great play.
He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
On the ground, this is Damian Martinez. And his progress is soft, but a nice 5-yard gain before it was.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Ready, set.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Hall. And he's going to be knocked backwards. This loses yards to the 7.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Here we go. Ready.
On third down, it's Young. Into the hands of Leggett. Touchdown, New York! The Jets finish off their opening drive. Xavier Leggett with the touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Chandler now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Ball back in the backfield, and they give it to him. He hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's 2nd down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Looky here, you don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next third down coming.
Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Free up the middle, it's a breakaway. He does it, touchdown Minnesota. The Vikings break the tie here in the first.
Take that play right there. That run is exactly why this team wanted this rookie on their roster. It is so hard to break away from the pack at the NFL level. But this rookie is putting on a show.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Jackson now to return it. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
On the ready.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10.
Come on.
They start the drive with Hall. On the move, past the 40. Racing down the left side. And he's going to take it in for the New York touchdown. The Jets make it a 1-point game. Breece Hall with the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Chandler now on the return. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from U.S. Bank Stadium after the break. We're ready now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They'll start this drive out 1st and 10.
Hawk 7, Hawk 7.
They'll run here on 1st down. Nice cut back to the right sideline. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play.
Set up. Set go.
On play action now, McCarthy. Flushed out of the pocket. As a man, Justin Jefferson. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Ready.
Working inside the red zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw, McCarthy. Gets it to him on the screen. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Jets into the nickel, 3rd down.
Hey, smash Bronco. Here we go. Here we go. Cougar 19. Check. Set up. Go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Vikings take a 2nd quarter lead.
You know what a run like that does for everybody, for the play caller, for the O-lineman, for the offense? It just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little chunk, but go get explosive on the ground as well.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings break that tie and now lead by 7. Aubrey now to kick this one away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go now. Time to start this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Black 40. Set, huh?
They'll start this one out with Hall. And he's going to be brought down up at the 31. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offensive confidence.
1st down, and they go right back to it. Give him a couple on that carry. 2nd down coming up.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Young. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tried to get that one to Arian Smith. So now they're going to have to figure out this 3rd down. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
Now, I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right? And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Now on 4th down, here's Austin McNamara out to punt for the Jets. No doubt he wants to get his season started with a good one here. Not only does he go in the wrong direction, but he's stopped for a net loss on the return.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Blown back, hits the handoff. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one does not go far. We're at the 2-minute warning, Brock, of what has been a high-scoring game so far. The Vikings have a lot of work to do for any points before the break. 6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down.
Go, Rick. Go. Let's go now.
Throw here, 3rd down. That one's caught by Jefferson. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Go. Nike.
1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. And no look there. That throw falls to the ground.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. Some kids would say, he's him. The defense knew it's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Throwing again now, McCarthy. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Okay, this defense finally set enough, ripped up that script. They have seen him be way too productive. Time to start fighting him for every single throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. 3rd and long for him here. Bails out of the pocket quick. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down. Now a give running right. He's still going at the 30. Again, he's got room. And they take this the Vikings grow their lead just before halftime. He's into the end zone and already had 3 rushing scores before halftime, Brock. So they either got to find a way to keep him out, or he's going to run his way into the record books if they're not careful. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Vikings double their lead to 14. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go. Cut.
Young working from the gun. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Down. Cut.
To the air on first down. Young. He's got it. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call pretty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Second down now, 7 to go. Hall running between the tackles. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Here's Young on 1st and 10. Connects on the crosser. And nothing to speak of after that catch as the completion gets him down to the 21. The Jets take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
First down, Jets.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
Cut.
Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. It's inside the 10. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal. Timeout taken by New York. That's its second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Red, yellow. Here we go.
From the red zone on 1st. Oh, he's got it. It's in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Timeout called by the Jets. That's their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. The nose of the football inside the 1. Here's 2nd and goal. Allen can't push it across. They make the stand, and it looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too.
The play lost a yard.
Offense in a hurry up here. Young on 3rd and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, New York! The Jets make it a 1-score game before halftime. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. Hulk on now to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jets chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Chandler now on the return. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback.
Ready?
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Set. Ready?
Play action now. Young escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. That one hits for 30. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Set. Ready?
On first down, here comes Hall. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
Well, much credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, able to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
It's caught by Wilson. He gets this down to the 13-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Cut.
From the red zone now. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. Intended target there was David Njoku. So it's second down coming up.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Plastic. Six. Back. Cut.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Looking underneath here for Hall. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
A gain of 5.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow. Nice to pay off any drive with some points and able to trim the lead slightly there the first time out in the second half. And even if they can't get into pole position, they just want to keep this thing close.
Chandler now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10.
Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat. Let's go.
Here's the handoff. And he gets some decent yardage there before they send him out. Looks like about 6, so we've got 2nd and 4.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
And
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Here we go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Completed over the middle. Rolling into enemy territory. Keeps himself upright. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings now lead by 10. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Vikings drive their lead to 11. Aubrey now to kick this one away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Ready?
And going play action. Young finds him on the crossing route. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
Dude, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. The both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope you have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
Hall takes it straight ahead. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. The Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Right. Here we go. Set.
Shotgun snap now to Young. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
On third down, it's Young. Another drop. The last two plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this fourth down. Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. Austin McNamara will kick this away. And as this hits and heads out, we wait for the mark, but it should be right on the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Minnesota into formation. It's first and 10.
Ready? 18 Cardinal. Check up.
Give now to the running back. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7.
Ready? Hut, go. 19, go.
On play action now, McCarthy. Wow, wide open here, complete. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They strike for 23 yards. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
46-yard line.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Well, it's caught. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. The Vikings hold both a football and a solid lead as they try to close this one out. They've got first down from the 31.
Right there.
Play action, McCarthy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
For Justin Jefferson.
Looking for Justin Jefferson on that throw. And it's going to be second down.
Second and 10.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
The give here on second. And 2 yards all he can get. It's third down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's third and 7.
Go, Reed, go. Go. Hut.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he eats a huge hit as he tries for the marker. Almost nothing after the catch that time, Brock. It's going to be 4th down.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Aubrey puts it through and then extends their lead to 14.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. Touchdown to field goals, not going to get it done anymore.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Young has him on the quick hitter. They'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there, and it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go. Red. Ready?
It's Young. The throw here on 1st. That throw behind his intended target. Xavier Legette the target on that throw, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
The 2nd down throw for Young. Short pass brought in, and he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Really fired that one, but they couldn't connect.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. And really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
Ready?
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Desperation time here. Makes the catch. Did he get there? Did he get there? I don't think so. Yeah, the refs agree. He's marked short. This is going to be a turnover on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
On 1st down, they'll run. He cuts it to the right sideline. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. How about 29 yards on 1st down? And a fresh set of downs on its way.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Jukes away from one. And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings making a 3-score game in the 4th. Far from the first time we've broken down one of his touchdowns in this game, partner. But, man, they seem to get more impressive every time.
And I don't care, Kate, if they're all 1-yard plungers, if you're up over 300 yards. A 4-touchdown game will forever live among your greatest career highlights. You can go several games without even scoring one. So to get 4 in one contest, you'll never, ever forget it.
That one right down the middle. And the Vikings stretch their lead to 21. Kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Young working from the gun. Hits his running back. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. Give him 24 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things. Separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
He was looking Xavier Legette's way there. So it'll be 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Ready?
Here's Young again. Connects on the crosser. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he's got it. It's in close. And in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets get it back to within 2 possessions. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. A 2nd touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separation to the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
It's all lined up. Falk ready to send this one flying. Chandler now on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Ready? Take off.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down. It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Vikings looking like they'll start this season with a win. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
19. Let's go. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Got for big yards on the right side. At the 20. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings have likely locked up the win right there. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings stretch their lead to 21. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
35-yard line.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go. Set.
They run. Here's Hall. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
With
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. It sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
First down carry, got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
Ready, set.
Back to throw. Here's Young. Looking for his back, but it will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays, and discussing them, and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Ready?
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Connects with his back. Hall. And he won't get back to the line, Bronk. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's 4th down.
A loss of a yard.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Now can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. They're going for it. Young. He's got it to his running back. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
Gain of 9 yards.
The right call came in at the right time. Give him 9 yards and a successful conversion on 4th.
A gain of
1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48.
Jets.
Black shot. Here we go. Hut, hut.
Again, it's Young. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. He was looking Xavier Legette's way there. So that brings up 2nd down.
Red, yellow. Set.
This is Hall. The 2nd down run good for 4. That brings up 3rd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
They've got to go for it in his spot, Brock. This is 4th down.
Here we go. Set. Blue, 32.
Here's Young to throw. On the move, hit it right. And they get to him and haul him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
They'll run here on 1st down. He was brought down after a gain of about 6 inside the 40.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Back-to-back carries here. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. So they are indeed kings in the north as the Vikings win it.